so cute. Look at her though. She's like, what's going on? What? Okay, I think I better put her back because she's getting really, really anxious. Room. So, in case you couldn't tell by my room, we're remodeling it. So it's really awesome, and I might have a really, really messed up room for a while. So if you see this kind of stuff, I'm sorry. The colors keep changing because it keeps unfocusing on me. So today, I didn't know what video I wanted to make, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, let's just make something random. And then, I actually ended up having, ended up having a really tiny, really small panic attack. And you know when my anxiety is really, really bad, when one, I either start crying, which never really happens in public, so that's actually really good, because that's usually when I have my most kind of anxiety. And two, if I hang out with my rats. I hang out with them anyway, but I try not to go to them the very first second that I have anxiety, because I kind of want to deal with it on my own. And they're the best way for me to really get, relax and calm down and feel fine. And it doesn't happen a lot. That my anxiety usually doesn't get that high due to medication and stuff. And people, when I'm in public, I have friends around or I have family around, and they end up making jokes and stuff, and I kind of end up forgetting about it because I kind of in the moment kind of thing, and then I end up coming home and end up being like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Today actually something crazy happened in choir. It's not really crazy, but it is for me, because I get really, really panicky and really freaked out whenever people stare at me or people talk to me or try to or talk about me or laugh about me, or laugh at whatever situation involves me. That's why I try not to laugh at people when something happens, if they don't really talk, because I don't like the feeling of being laughed at and being talked about when I have anxiety. So I don't do that, because I don't know who all has anxiety, and I know more people have it than don't. A lot of people really do have really bad anxiety, like I do. But they might have had it longer, and they might have been able to know certain ways to oh, it's not that bad, come on, you got this, and relax themselves. I don't know how to do that at the moment. The only reason I kind of don't have super bad anxiety like I did last year is because of medication. That is the only reason. Just putting that out there. So today in choir, my teacher, we were singing our song that we're doing for a contest, and we don't really pay attention to dynamic levels, which we should. It makes me mad whenever we don't really hit the dynamic level that we're supposed to be at, but I don't do anything about it because I'm kind of oh, well, somebody else will ask about it, because I don't like asking things. And yeah, so anyway, so that's something. And he asked about it. He asked about the dynamic level. This kid was like, oh, fortissimo, it's fortissimo, which means very loud. And in case you didn't know. And he was like, hey Logan, what does that mean? And I was like, oh God, no, not me, on the inside. And on the outside, I was like, very loud? And it was really awkward. And he was like, what is it? What is it? And I was like, very loud? And he was like, as she says softly, and I laughed about that because that was kind of funny, because I like cheesy jokes. And I ended up having to yell it, so I was like, very loud! And everyone laughed about that, and it took 5 tries for me to do that, because I was literally like, oh, go to someone else, because he usually does that, and he usually goes to someone else, so I'm like, oh, go to someone else. And he didn't, so I had to yell it, and it was very awkward, and everyone was laughing, And I know they were just laughing because it was like one of those, haha, let's pick on some people, you know, just for fun. It was that kind of thing. And it wasn't serious or anything, but it still gave me really bad anxiety. And, you know, I tried to laugh it off, which I did for a little bit. And then I came home and thought about it. Not a good thing for me to do. I had to actually get Leda out. That's what she does when she gets really anxious. She like jumps off of me or jumps off of what she's on and hides. And her main hiding spot is my dresser over there. It's basically a TV at the moment because the TV's on it. I don't know. And so she hides under there, and doesn't like coming near me when she gets really anxious, which I feel the same way. I don't like coming towards people when I get anxious, so sorry. And a lot of my friends don't understand the anxiety thing. And this is kind of going to be my way of explaining how anxiety feels. If you have really small anxiety, if little things kind of freak you out, that's basically, I would say, like a 1 or maybe a 2, depending on what it is. And yeah, that was me for most of my life. I was pretty much like, people. And then eventually I was like, oh, yeah, we're friends, cool. But then, last year, because of boys, pretty much, boys were the main reason I got like this, really awkward and I got really anxious and I was really insecure. And I was like, oh God, what is my face? And this year, I've kind of been trying to, hey guys, how's it going? But it doesn't really work. And it got to the point to this year, I actually started medication. Not like this school year, not this actual 2013 year. And so I don't mind taking medication, but I have to get new medication because the one that I'm on makes me want to punch everyone in the face. I overthink things easily, and that's, I think, another thing with anxiety, is that you overthink mainly, and it's literally like you worry all the time, and you're paranoid, and you don't want to be by people because you overthink, and you get paranoid that they're gonna like you or not. And it sucks really bad, and that's mainly my paranoia. Myra, to the only people that want to save me ever. But you came here with someone, so while you're here in my arms, let's make the most of the night like we're gonna die. My throat really hurts, so I don't really sound that good. And then my friend, freaking, he's a guy, so he sits with the guy I like in the choir, and he was like, oh, you know that little chuckle thing when people do when they think something's really cute or they think you're really cute? And I'm like, yeah. Like, he meant like the kind of thing where it's kind of like, oh, you're so cute, but I don't want to laugh because I don't want you to think that I hate you. That kind of thing. And so I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, 'cause your crush did that. And I was like, oh. He probably thinks I'm really stupid, though. My blinds came down. Ow! Oh, I can't get them back up. Hold on, I gotta get them back up. Oh, they won't go back up. They won't go back up! You guys, what did I do? I got it. And yeah, it sucked really bad today. It sucked really bad. I think the highlight of my day was definitely watching Les Mis concert, the concert version in theater. So that was like, I love it so much. Everyone is literally like, this is literally the worst thing ever. I like the video better. And I'm like, hey, shut up, I like it. And then after the whole, oh, what's the dynamic level thing happened, everyone was like, oh, poor Logan. Like, shut up. I get it, okay? He was being all near to me. You don't have to act like I'm a baby. Don't treat me like a baby when I'm not. It's one thing to have anxiety, it's another to be like completely like a baby where you need everything for you and you need people to do everything for you, and I don't need that. And everyone thinks I do, and I don't. And I guess bye. I don't know what this video even was, but bye.